Oh, the up and down nature of Big Ten basketball. We say that probably most years, but it's especially true this season. We'll recap the week that was for the Badgers. A Wednesday night home game against Illinois and a Saturday afternoon matchup with Penn State out in State College. We'll visit with Kobe King, who has had some big games this season, especially in this still early stage of Big Ten play. And we'll have our weekly chat with head coach Gard. All coming up on today's edition of the Badgers Sports Report.
Davison matched up with Myron Jones. A throw to Trevor Anderson. He's with Brockington. A hand off to Kobe King, refusing the Potter screen. Throws to Micah. He'll try a three, and he'll hit it from left of the circle. Micah Potter with the game's first 5 points. Potter the rebound. The lid remains on the basket for Penn State. Anderson to the front court. High on the left. Hits the brakes. Now Potter a three straight away, and he drains it. The second three for Potter, and Patrick Chambers will use a timeout. Needs help, finds Kobe King at the top. Kobe drives the lane to the rim, powers it up and in. It counts at a foul. Oh, a strong take by Kobe King, and he earns the and one. Badgers will run their offense. Here's Davison on the right wing. Brad probing along the baseline, feeds King on the left side. Scoops it to Tyler Wall. Tyler to the line, in the lane, turns up left hand. Yes, a sweet move by Tyler Wall. A feed for Kobe King, high on the right. Flips to Micah Potter, who has 12 points here for Wisconsin, 12 of the 18, and he'll try another. A three is good from the left side. The third three-point hit for Micah Potter. Trevin Pritzel on the left wing for Wisconsin, throwing to Brad Davison. He'll work it right of the lane. Davison cut off by Stevens. Feeds Potter for three, right side. Good. And that's a career high for Micah Potter. 18 points for Potter. 26-17 Wisconsin. Oh, a poor handoff. Pritzel was able to gather. Brad lost control before the handoff. Now Pritzel gets it back. Right side. No problem, says Brevin, as he splashes a triple.
Always in this program has been our calling card, Sean. You know, we have to defend, and the games that have gotten away from us, at times we haven't defended well, specifically a couple nights ago against Illinois. But, you know, Pat's got a heck of a team this year, so we had to really be good defensively and made timely shots. So you got some great production off the bench with Micah Potter and Tyler Wall, Trevor Anderson. So a heck of a team win.
I mean, when you're hitting shots, guys have to close out harder to you, and so it gives you a more easy ability to get to the hole. So I was just glad I was able to provide a spark, because like you said, it was a slugfest. It was 0-0, I think, before the first media timeout. So I was glad I could provide that spark for our team.
This is Wisconsin basketball. Loose ball snapped up by King. Here's Kobe, goes to the goal, runs it up and in! Trevin Pritzel, his fourth from downtown. Right side, 4-3, good! Demetric Trice again with a big shot. Davison for three, tied in! Blocked by Reavers, out of bounds.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Wisconsin Badgers. And UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
At Hy-Vee, we'll do whatever it takes to partner with the best Midwest ranchers and bring you the highest quality beef. Less than 10% of all USDA choice beef is even good enough to be called Hy-Vee Choice Reserve. And you'll save with fuel savers, price declines, and mega meat sales. We'll do whatever it takes to bring you the best tasting meat at the best price. Because we're Hy-Vee, and we'll do whatever it takes.
They are the ones who found a way to isolate a single prostate cancer cell hidden amongst a billion healthy blood cells. The ones pioneering advanced genomic testing in order to create personalized treatment protocols. They are the ones you want to talk to when the diagnosis is prostate cancer. They are the physicians and healthcare professionals at UW Health and the Carbone Cancer Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Hi, this is Coach Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
The Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or L Directors Cup on Twitter. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
5 to shoot. Now Davison with 3 to shoot. Brad left-hand dribble, a step back 3 straight away. Back rim no good. Reavers trying to control. Wall comes out of there with it. Oh, a big offensive rebound for Tyler Wall. King of the top. Inside feed. Reavers catches, slam dunk. It counts and a foul. Oh, what a look as Penn State caught napping inside. Reavers the catch, the flush. And it's an and one for Nate. Kobe out to Davison. Thought about it. Turned it down. Feeds King. 10 on the shot clock. Pass back to Davison. Long 3 straight away. Good for Brad Davison. A double-double for Davison. 11 points and 12 rebounds today. Ford throwing to Anderson. Right of the circle. Trevor flips to Davison. High on the right. Loops it inside. Potter catches. 10 on the shot clock. Potter against Lamar Stevens. Micah backing and backing. Low on the right. Up and in. Grown man work. Micah Potter. A toss for Trevor Anderson. He'll give it up to Davison high on the left. Stevens defends. Shot clock is at 10. Bounce pass Potter. Bases up on Watkins. Shooting is Potter. Hitting is Micah Potter. Oh, what a game he is having today for the Wisconsin Badgers. Shot clock at 10. King still on the dribble. Retreats. 2 Lions chasing. A throw out of Anderson. Curls off the right wing. Trevor in the lane. Up left hand money. Trevor Anderson, his first points of the game. 58-49. Wisconsin with a minute and a half to play. And for the 8th consecutive trip to Happy Valley, the Badgers will get a win. 3 in a row now away from the Kohl Center for the Wisconsin Badgers as they knock off Penn State by 9.
This is where great things happen, where technology and discovery beautifully intertwine with compassion and care, where patients with the most serious of conditions come for the most successful of treatments. This is where you'll find some of the brightest minds in medicine, changing people's lives for the better. This is UW Health. And yes, this is where great things happen. UW Health. Remarkable.
Hi, this is Coach Greg Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
Too long, no good. Dimitri Trice pulls down the rebound for the Badgers. A lead feed for Kobe King. Slashes off the right wing, glides to the goal. Up and in off the glass. Badgers in transition with a bucket 4-0 Wisconsin. Bounces Tyler Wall, posting against Williams. Tyler backing, turns, up, in. Boy, he knows what he's doing. Davison sends it ahead to Trice. 7:40 left in the half. 16-15 Wisconsin. Here's Brad for 3. Left of the circle. He nails it. Bounces to Potter. Left of the circle. Feeds forward. High on the right. Goes inside to King. Posting on Feliz. Kobe mid-post right. Turns in the lane. Jumper is good. King was 6. Gives it up to Trevor Anderson. Back to Ford. Baseline left. Ford against Nichols. Single coverage. Ford now to Potter. 3 in the air. Straight away. He hit it. Micah Potter with 7. Try the long jumper, no good. Rebound Potter. Ripped it away from Kofi Coburn. 4 minutes left in the half. Badgers lead 26-21. Here's an 18-footer. Kobe King is good. Trice outside the center circle. Shot clock at 10. Dimitri. It's against Trent Frazier, a good defender. Moves around a high screen, flips it into Potter on the pick and roll. On the left, goes up and in. 2 more for Potter with 8 seconds left in the half. He'll flip it to King on the right side. Rangers work along the perimeter. King against Devontae Williams. 10 on the shot clock. Kobe moving in on Williams. To the right block goes Kobe. Turns baseline. Reverse layup is good. 57-54 Wisconsin. Trice throwing to King on the right wing. King matchup with Nichols. Fakes left. Moves right off the wing to the rim. Slam dunk Kobe King. 59-54 Wisconsin with 7:05 to play.
Big Ten schedule resumes and quite a stretch here for the Badgers. Penn State game behind them. Home matchup on Tuesday night against Maryland. 3 days later back on the road against Michigan State. Coach, we've talked about it repeatedly, it seems, already this season in the Big Ten. You've always stressed even keel. Coach Ryan has always stressed even keel. You can't get too wound up after a win. You can't grind it to death after a loss. Does that apply more than ever this season in the Big Ten Conference, maybe college basketball in general?
Yeah, I think you have to have short-term memory. You learn from what happened in the past, whether it be positive or things you got to improve upon, but you quickly got to flip the page and move on to next, because you obviously have a really good opponent coming 2-3 days later, and there's no time to, celebrate too much what you did, and you can't lament too long or live in the past if things didn't go well, because you got to move on and get ready for the next one.
Try to keep that theme here, but at the same time, Kobe in the Big Ten games has been off to a really good start, scoring and other things. There's going to be an up and down nature to any young player, but in the conference, it just seems like he starts to feel it, gets into a rhythm, looks comfortable down low, showing that strength and that overall ability. It's been put to good use.
Yeah, he's been able to, he's added a little bit of a perimeter game now and can shoot threes. That'll continue to get better as he gets older and works on that more, but getting some baskets in transition, be able to get post, and he's getting more and more comfortable and liking that. So yeah, he's evolving pretty well. It's still, obviously, he's got a ways to come defensively. I can usually find many things that need to be improved upon, but obviously the production he's given us offensively has been a good thing.
You big body language guy?
Yeah. Yeah, and he wears a smile. He'd be a bad poker player because he wears it on his face. When things are good, there's a big smile, and when he's struggling a little bit, you can tell that he wears his emotions on his sleeve.
Boy, it's fun to watch when he's going well, though, because he knows it. You can see it on his face. And it's something like that, is that contagious in a good way?
It is. I think anytime any player gets going, it's the confidence kind of spreads, and we've seen it work both ways. Whether somebody or a couple guys struggle, it tends to leak out to other guys, unfortunately, and obviously when he gets going a little bit or anybody gets going, the team feeds off that.
No matter how many points are scored in a game, the highlights, we always look at offense. With you, it comes back to defense, and it's the formula here, right? Protect the basketball, rebound, defend, and sometimes checking 2 out of 3 isn't enough. The Illinois game, you did a lot of things well, but defensively enough.
Yeah, we rebounded really well, kept them to when they're lower. They were top 3 in the country in offensive rebounding. Took pretty good care of the ball, not perfect, but well enough to win. We just didn't defend, specifically second half, but primarily the last 4 or 5 minutes of that game where we had some breakdowns and credit Illinois for making plays. I mean, you have to, there's one thing is if breakdowns happen, but usually that's because the other team's doing something well.
Yeah, I'm going to go to another individual player here, and Tyler Wall. We've talked about him a fair amount already, but Chris Holtman, after the game last week against Ohio State, said they had no answer for number 5. And again, a young player. Some games will be better than others. But a guy like him, I mean, you're focused on the next game, but you see what he can do already.
Right.
And once Eric Helland and the conditioning coach gets his hands on him for a full year and another year, you got something there.
Yeah, and I think the thing with him is every experience that he gets is another step towards that, because he has a tendency, as most freshmen do, to play too fast. If you had a radar gun or you were a police officer judging speed limit, he'd get a few tickets at times, and it's cost him with turnovers and things like that. But as that maturity comes, he'll slow down and play under control a little bit more, but obviously getting stronger will be a big thing. I think his savviness, his awareness, his feel for the game is really good, and to get stronger and continue to work on his perimeter shooting, obviously he'll become a more complete player.
You guys have talked about his basketball IQ, and it could be in the genes, but it's a good high school program too. I mean, you could tell they just kind of get it the first time.
They're very good. Obviously Nate's from the same program in Lakeville. They definitely, coach there does a really good job, and we'll definitely enjoy having those two guys play together.
Yeah, no doubt. want to go back to our original theme of staying even keel, because this stretch that your team is in with Penn State behind you, Maryland Tuesday, Michigan State, on and on it goes. It's great for fans, probably lack of sleep for coaches, but players, that's why they're here, right? They love these kind of games.
It is, and I mean, there's no easy nights. There's no nights off. I don't care where you are, home, road. I think we've kind of shown that, even though the home team has kind of held serve for the most part through the start of conference play, through the first 4 games or so. You know, we every night, and you can tell just by the national analytics, 12 of us are in the top, I think 35 or something like that now. So it's great competition. Obviously, it's I think top to bottom, the best this league has ever been in the time I've been here. Just the consistency, you know, specifically 1 through 12, but Nebraska and Northwestern have done some damage too. So no nights off, no get well games.
I always think of what Bo used to say, like that the other side just doesn't want to roll over.
Right.
And this year, maybe more than ever.
Yeah.
Nobody stinks. What's wrong with that?
No, there is nobody that. It's going to be a heck of a next 2 months for sure. You're right, maybe some sleepless nights for coaches, but it's what makes this league so good.
Quickly on the Terps, every program goes through some transition, but boy, you look at that roster, they got a lot of familiar names. If it's Jalen Smith, Anthony Cowan, Aaron Wiggins, Coach Turgeon has a lot of talent back, and that's kind of a captain obvious.
They've shown it, and obviously you got a senior point guard in Anthony Cowan. When you have a terrific point guard like that, it starts with your leader and your quarterback on the floor, and he's been terrific. And now have an experienced Jalen Smith around him. Aiello is back too, and you mentioned Wiggins. So yeah, it's a very talented team that's played really, really well this year.
Yep, one grown man game after another. Badgers on the home floor Tuesday night, 8 o'clock tip Central, the Badgers and the Maryland Terrapins. Coach is back in a few minutes with our question of the week. Stick around.
There is a boy who likes tractors and trains, a boy whose heart was far too strained. He was sick, you see, with a heart that broke. His heart needed fixing, his family needed hope. Enter our doctors with their newfangled tests. Enter our teams whose care is the best. Healthy and happy, the little boy's back, playing with tractors and trains on his track. UW Health and the American Family Children's Hospital. Remarkable.
At Hy-Vee, we'll do whatever it takes to partner with the best Midwest ranchers and bring you the highest quality beef. Less than 10% of all USDA choice beef is even good enough to be called Hy-Vee Choice Reserve. And you'll save with fuel savers, price declines, and mega meat sales. We'll do whatever it takes to bring you the best tasting meat at the best price. Because we're Hy-Vee, and we'll do whatever it takes.
The ball is King for Wisconsin. Drives baseline on Ayala. Muscles it up around the rim and in. Good move by King. 7:38 left in the first half. Here's Kobe King slashing off the left wing. Goes to the cup. Layup good. There you go. Kobe being assertive. Off the screen. 3 in the air. Off the rim. No. King the offensive rebound. Lost it. Loose ball snapped up by Pritzel. 27 seconds left. Kobe on the left side. He'll step back. He'll try a 3. Good! King for 3. Timeout, Wisconsin. Badgers within 1.
Last year, like being the first year off of that injury, you just kind of get a lot of like nagging pains, or I would get like a lot of pinches in my knee, like when I would like jump and stuff or make explosive movements. But then kind of having that extra year to kind of come back from that, build like mental confidence as well. Like I think now is where it's in the way back of my mind where I don't really think about it anymore. Where last year I was kind of always concerned about it.
Kobe King right sideline in front of the Michigan State bench. King left hand dribble off the wing in the lane, pull up 10-footer, good.
I actually think last year playing with that injury a little bit helped me a little bit. I think it helped my ball skills a little bit. I couldn't really rely on my athleticism as much, and now that I kind of got that athleticism and that step back, I can kind of put both of them together. So I think at the end of the day, last year was kind of a blessing in disguise.
The main thing with Kobe is consistency. He has all the qualities of the makings of a great player in the Big Ten, specifically from a talent level, and his confidence. And as you can see, like the games that his confidence is growing, and I think the more that grows, and I mean he had a horrific injury, right, and he had to bounce back from that and kind of get his confidence. His game is predicated on confidence because he has the ability, he has the physical ability, he can jump out the gym, but right now what I see is his confidence is growing, where he can start understanding, hey, I can really do some things out here.
And when that confidence gets rolling for King, watch out.
King matchup with Nichols, fakes left, moves right, off the wing, to the rim. Slam dunk, Kobe King. Goes into a posting Brad Davison, out to King on the right side. Behind the back on the dribble, a step back three as Annam fell down and King hit a triple.
Once I get like a bucket or two, or maybe a defensive play, a steal or something, I kind of get into a rhythm or a little bit of a groove. Anything like that where I can just get into a rhythm, I just kind of pace myself, and then once I hit that rhythm, I can feel myself kind of have a better game.
Some of his better games have been when the Badgers needed him most, including the early Big Ten Conference games.
Trevor Anderson with the basketball, cutting is King, and he dunks it! What recognition by Anderson, and King on the cut just flushed it home.
With his health back and confidence continuing to grow, it's also helped to have a guy like Orlando Tucker just a couple of seats down on the bench.
He's helped me a lot. Just a guy who a lot of experience, our school's all-time leading scorer, dude play at the next level. I mean, ultimately, that's the goal. That's where you want to be. You want to be where he was. So just kind of giving me the feedback, and I'm just trying to kind of soak in everything he has.
The best players are the ones that can think the game through in their head before the plays happen. And that's where you talk about IQ. And that's for him. And that's what I had to deal with. And I constantly stay on him about learn the game, watch the game, let it, once it starts slowing down for you, you're going to become a better player 2 times over.
King shakes right, moves left to the rim, and he hammers it down with the right hand. Oh, what a punch.
Continuing to grow and continuing to learn and continuing having a mindset, a good mindset, a positive mindset where not doubting myself. I think I had a lot of self-doubt last year a little bit, and partially from the leg, obviously. But this year, I mean, just my confidence has grown, and just kind of staying aggressive and knowing that there's going to be ups and downs throughout the season. That's just part of basketball. So don't let maybe a bad game or a struggling couple games turn into a 5-6 game stretch. Just learn how to bounce back and stay positive, and obviously just confidence in the locker room, which I think is another thing that we have going really well, is that we're all confident in each other, and hearing my teammates tell me to stay aggressive and things like that, it really is a positive impact on my game.
For the Badger Sports Report with Greg Gard, I'm Jay Williams.
Hi, this is Coach Greg Gard, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame chalk talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters play a vital role in assisting our staff and student athletes through fundraising and sponsorship. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There's no better way to show your support than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
The Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or L Directors Cup on Twitter. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org.
Our question of the week comes from out east. Jim out in Philadelphia wants to know, Coach, Penn State and Iowa recently played a game in the Palestra. Badgers did that several years ago against Penn. Would you ever entertain the idea of a Penn State-Wisconsin matchup there?
Yeah, well, that's, I know other teams have done that with Penn State there, and it's part of Penn State takes their home game, I believe, there. So if the Big Ten would come to us with it, I think it revolves through teams or rotates through teams with the opportunity to do it. So I guess I haven't been made aware that we're going to be on the rotation coming up anytime soon, but obviously conference schedules for the next year and years after haven't come out yet. So I guess if it comes, it'd be a neat experience because I haven't been in that building a couple times. That's you can smell the history in there.
No doubt.
It's a neat place to be.
And the one thing for players would be a jolt would be the locker room or lack thereof, right?
Yes, yeah, there's no outlets to plug in your cell phone. There's no locker to just hang your stuff on a hook,
there you
know,
go.
and get ready to play.
Old school is not always such a bad thing. Badgers on the home court Tuesday night, 8 o'clock tip at the Kohl Center against Maryland, and then back on the road just a few short days later, heading to East Lansing to take on Michigan State. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
At Hy-Vee, we'll do whatever it takes to partner with the best Midwest ranchers and bring you the highest quality beef. Less than 10% of all USDA choice beef is even good enough to be called Hy-Vee Choice Reserve. And you'll save with fuel savers, price declines, and mega meat sales. We'll do whatever it takes to bring you the best tasting meat at the best price. Because we're Hy-Vee, and we'll do whatever it takes.
They are the ones who found a way to isolate a single prostate cancer cell hidden amongst a billion healthy blood cells. The ones pioneering advanced genomic testing in order to create personalized treatment protocols. They are the ones you want to talk to when the diagnosis is prostate cancer. They are the physicians and healthcare professionals at UW Health and the Carbone Cancer Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Progress is an endless challenge. Here at the University of Wisconsin, we're a community of innovators in constant motion. We think on our feet, connect with each other, and hit our stride, pushing past limits. Progress is an endless challenge, but it is only those up to the challenge who change the game.